right, we come back. Are you tired of fighting with your family about what they're eating? Well, fight no more. The 3 things that you can do right now to get more nutritious meals on the table. No fights, we promise. Best practices for good choices when we come back.
If you find it challenging to eat healthy because your kids, maybe they're junk food junkies, or your spouse is having no parts of it, then this next segment is for you and your entire family. Here with the basic best practices for making healthier eating choices in 2016 is Candace Imwali. She is a children's author of the book Sir Morgan and the Kingdom of Horrible Food. And this is it. Why did you write this?
You know, that's a great question. As parents, we're constantly trying to find ways to teach our children valuable lessons for a good future. So we teach them say please and thank you. And I put the category of teaching them how to eat healthy in the same box.
I love that. I love that. In this book you wrote, you have 2 children of your own. What are their ages?
They're right now 11 and 8.
So 11 and 8. So this is good for little ones. This is good for maybe, you know, because we've got to start them early.
Absolutely.
I mean, you wrote this when they were younger.
Yes, they were much younger.
And you said, you know what, if we don't teach them how to eat properly, then how are they going to know?
How are they going to know? It's such a problem right now. Diabetes is at an all-time high, and we want to make sure that our children are set up for a lifetime of success in their diet.
And this is a fun book because it's got great colorful photos in it. Kids will understand it. It makes it basic. Okay, so now let's get to the basics for mom and dad. These are really 3 simple things that we can incorporate. We call them resolutions or goals that we need to have. And you say start with the 80-20 rule. What is that? Right,
the 80-20 rule is basically a guideline my children and I follow. So you want 80% of the food you eat to be great.
So this is an example of
that's
good
an example,
plate.
yeah. And so then you have wiggle room for the 20% to have a treat. And so the way to make it easy for children is, say, for every 4 good things you eat, you can have 1 treat. And so in this case, we've got 4 very healthy types of food, and if they have this, then they can have an Oreo and only 1 Oreo. Okay, so this is our good 80 right here, getting us a good plate, and this is our 20. And I mean, of course, they're going to eat well to get to the 20, right? Because that's what we want to do. So you say that we should also read labels. Why is that so critical? It's so critical because, number 1, there's hidden sugar in foods that you wouldn't even imagine have sugar, and then secondly, it gives you an idea of what the serving size is. All right, so we're going to show this example because this is a really, to me, it's packed in a lot of lunches during the day. And talk about serving size here, because we look at the label, they look the same. Right. If you initially look at the label, it looks like they have the same amount of sugar. But when you look at the label a little closer, there's 2 bars in a certain package, but 1 bar is half what the total serving size is, and this one is 1 bar. Okay, so 2 bars here, so you can actually take the bars out and just give them 1, and it's 100 calories, I think around 100 for both. Right. But this is 50 if you just have the 1 bar, because it's 2 serving size. The serving size is double. All right, and this, of course, we see this is the convenient way to get yogurt into your kids. Right. But how much sugar? Well, and on top of it, children are more attracted to the Star Wars packaging, and if you look at the label, this one not only has 3 times the sugar, but it also lacks protein. So if you look at the other type of yogurt, it has no added sugar. Okay, so then we look at the protein. Yep, the only sugar in it is from the fruit, and there's also 15 grams of protein. All right, so we're talking about the same item, meaning yogurt, but we're talking about a totally different type of yogurt. Exactly. And we talk about, the last one is reducing our sugar intake, and boy, there's sugar in everything. There's sugar in everything. You would never think that spaghetti sauce would have sugar, but if you look at the comparison between these 2 spaghetti sauces, one has 3 times the sugar of the other. So it's amazing the education you get from looking at the label. I mean, because this label is, the sugars we're looking, this is 3 grams. This sugar, how much? 10 grams. Oh my goodness, that is totally mind-blowing when you think about spaghetti sauce, making a proper choice in spaghetti sauce. And of course, nuts is always a good option as a snack. For moms and for kids. We love it. All right, we put more information about Candace's book on our website, sonoranliving.com, so go there and check it out.